for June 11th through the 17th for each sign in succession, going back to doing the one big video. The reason being that I've had feedback that some like to just watch the whole thing and take in all the different signs because different aspects of the signs resonate. So that's wonderful, beautiful, I love it. And I will timestamp each sign in the description box below. Also in the description box below, I'm going to include the information for my beautiful friend, Ruchi Darji, who did this amazing henna artwork on my hands, so that you will be seeing. And I am enjoying just using this tiny deck. Only for the fact that it's tiny, I have to say. I am just enjoying these tiny, tiny little cards. I was gonna just use them for clarifiers, but now I'm just enjoying the feel of them. So we'll start with them. So what I'm gonna do now, it is a Celtic tarot, and what I'm gonna do now is pull a general message for this group that is synchronistically drawn to these readings, and then I will dive into each sign and the guidance that comes out for June 11th through the 17th. Thank you. For the greatest good and highest purpose of everyone watching this reading, the High Priestess. Okay, so, and it's really, really beautiful in this deck. So I have to get close to show you because it's tiny. So the High Priestess, this is about mysteries and secrets and knowing and intuition. And I've never seen it in this deck, so I'm just looking at it. Yeah, it's about, well, in this deck, the High Priestess looks sad. She's kind of looking down. And it's like she's got these fruits at her feet, and she's got this hay in her lap, or straw, I'm not sure. Wheat? It's probably wheat. Because it's like she has this harvest, this abundance, and she can't share it. Okay? She has things she wants to share and she can't. That's this High Priestess. Typically the High Priestess is blindfolded and just looking within, and doesn't really want to be projecting without. But this one wants to share. This one is sad that she can't. So that's interesting. So there's something that wants to be shared by this group or to this group that isn't. So someone wants to tell you something, or you want to tell someone something, and it is of your intuitive truth or theirs, and it's just hard not to, and it's hard also too. So, but look at this, new life. So it's stretching, coming out of a slumber, and coming out of the slumber into this new life in this awakened, literally awakened, and also divinely awakened state. She's in this lavender, indicating the crown chakra. So it's like awakening into this enlightenment. This is very similar energy, this new life card, and this, look at that. Oh, she's in purple too. Wow, they're both in this purple. So both of these are indicating this awakening and this desire to express this divine knowing is what I'm getting here. A desire to express the divine knowing that is there. Okay? So that's a really interesting place to start for all the signs. A desire to express the knowing that is there, and a desire to take action on it. A desire to move forward in this knowing, this being the card about soul-led action that we get so frequently in this deck. So it's like a desire to express and to act on this divine knowing. To come out of the slumber and go. Because it has been a long time of pause, time of rest in many ways. Okay. So then what comes out is refusing to see. And it is a 2. And 2 is typically talking about a connection, a partnership, or it can be talking about balance within yourself. So this is a kind of very similar energy to that High Priestess, because there is the knowing, there is the enlightenment here, and there is the vision, you know, behind this helmet with the crown chakra, or with the third eye chakra, the crown chakra here, both covered up. Third eye chakra and crown chakra both covered up, and he's looking down as well. So it's also very similar to this High Priestess who's looking down. And she's kind of blocking her crown chakra as well with this piece of cloth. So this is telling me that this is happening on both ends of a connection, or within both parts of yourself, the balance of yourself. It's like this wanting to see, wanting to express, wanting to act, but either being unable to or unwilling to, or it's not time to. That's the energy we're starting with. So we're gonna go ahead and launch into Aries. So guidance for Aries, please, starting from this place of this inner knowing, this desire to express, this desire to act on this inner knowing. Thank you. Yeah, because it is a desire to move into this new life. Because once this is acknowledged, once this is spoken, these truths, this knowing, once this connection is made between the High Priestess and the warrior, that warrior with the helmet, once that connection is truly made and those truths are spoken and the light is seen and the action is taken, there's this new beginning. How could there be anything else? And it's beautiful. It's divine. I mean, every time the rainbow comes out in the reading, it is about those wishes coming true, those things manifesting. So that is absolutely beautiful and exciting for this week. Yeah, it is about speaking. Archangel Gabriel. So it's about speaking and hearing, because with Archangel Gabriel, you're hearing the call. It's, again, that new life, that wake up, waking up into the new life, into the new vitality. And, you know, speaking that what the High Priestess knows, speaking what that warrior knows, speaking what has been learned, speaking what is now understood. Okay. Never-ending story. So this card is about cycles. It is the 10, which is a 1 for new beginning. But this card is very much about cycles. It's about a cycle ending. It's a similar energy to the 10 of Swords. Like, okay, I have endured so much, both mentally and in the physical. I've endured so much. My heart has endured so much. And she's holding this mirror. There's been a lot of self-reflection for Aries. There's been a lot of self-examination. To understand, see, underneath her, there's this heart that's in a glass enclosure. And it says, yes, no, love me, yes, no, yes, no. So it's this thing of, do I want love or not? Can I have love or not? It's always seeming to go back and forth. It's a never-ending cycle, seemingly. But this is ending, because those other cards are saying this is ending. As soon as that truth is spoken, she's wearing blue for the throat chakra. So it does require what she's learned through this self-reflection to be spoken. And then that new life, new vitality can begin. But yes, there's been healing. Yes, there's been intense self-reflection. It's like this week, I'm getting that this week is a time of deciding that yes, no, yes, no. It's like deciding, okay, is this going to be spoken? Is everything I'm seeing, oh wow, here's your answer. Is everything I'm seeing reflected? Am I going to show this? Am I going to show this? Am I going to express this? Am I going to allow this to connect? And the answer is yes for Aries, because it is the Fool. The Fool is a 0. Complete openness, complete. Like I just got the image of, you know, just cliff diving. Like it's like just you're going forward. And in this deck is this like really enthusiastic gnome who's on a journey, and he's just like going for it. Just going. So there's the answer for Aries, and beautiful energy. Oh, so this week I'm also going to incorporate this deck that I've had for a long time, but it kind of rested for a while, and I've brought it back out. This is for your oracle advice. First, though, since you're first, Aries, it's me figuring out the order of the spread, what works. So your Jesus guidance first. Guidance from Jesus for Aries, please. Thank you. What do you want Aries to know? Jesus, thank you. Knock, and it shall be open to you. So again, like the energy of the Fool, and again, like that energy of expression, the High Priestess expressing, the High Priestess saying what's known, that warrior taking off the helmet and seeing. Knock, and it shall be open to you. See that door? And the light behind the door. And Jesus saying, just knock on it. Just knock on it. Knocking is the communication, you know? Knocking is communication. That's all that's required. Just a little knock. And it shall be open to you. And everything that's in there is yours. Love that. Thank you. Thank you. So this is your oracle message from the Mermaids, Miss the Mermaids Oracle by Jasmine Becket-Griffith. I love this beautiful deck. You'll see why. Oh, Aries, the Sea Chariot. This is about movement forward, and it's about movement forward in balance and in power, being carried forward, but you are the one driving the chariot. This is a 9, or 27, which is a 9. So it's ending this, it's ending an old cycle of lack of movement or not feeling ready to steer and move forward. This is also like that action card with the horses. So it says, it's time for you to assert control. You've given the reins over to others in too many areas of life, and it's time to grab them back. Take stock of all arenas of life, so job, relationships, money, and home obligations. Determine where you're dissatisfied with your level of involvement and make a plan to take back control. It's perfectly acceptable and desirable to trust others to help you with some aspects of life. And ultimately, it's up to you and you alone to make sure that that does not turn into dependence or codependence. You are the sole captain of your ship. You need to be at the helm where and when it matters the most. So yeah, it's about taking control. Okay. So taking back control, you taking back control in your divine knowledge, with your knowing, with your seeing, yeah. With everything you have taken in, learned, that you know to be true. Beautiful. Thank you, Aries. That was really beautiful. Okay, next is Taurus. So let's see. And I will put the list of the decks that I'm using in the description box below if you are curious. So Taurus starts with love. That love connection with that beautiful growth happening between you. I'm getting so much growing between you, so much sprouting. There's all these beautiful buds. And this is through that connection. She's wearing blue, you know, it's through speaking and hearing. And it is a 6 for love. So whether this is actually spoken or just known, this connection is definitely there. Again, I'm seeing that high priestess and that warrior, both in the knowing and maybe not speaking, but in this deep appreciation. This is another 6 for love, Taurus. Beautiful. So there is the knowing of the love, the knowing of the gratitude for each other, for that beauty, for that love. That is gorgeous. Okay. So again, whether this is spoken or not this week, it is there, and both of you know that. I'm making this, I mean, what I'm getting is this is definitely a connection. I didn't say that before, but this is definitely, I mean, with the love card, this is definitely having to do with a connection for you, Taurus, for sure. So it's time to go. It's time to end the old, this being a 9 for the end of the old. You can see here that the fog has obscured this path a little bit, but you can see that passageway in the distance, and she is moving forward. And even though she may not be able to see every step very clearly or where that passageway even goes, there's the knowing, that high priestess knowing that it is time. Because in your reflection, in your divine learning and gathering, by going within you, you do know that it's time. You know, for some reason I was drawn to pick up this deck. Even though I just, yeah. Wow, this is why. Woman holding a heart. Okay, so definitely there is love there, and I'm getting this being like that first card, the love card. It's like going from that place, moving from the heart. And she's holding the heart. So in this spread so far, I'm actually just not getting a lot of energy of communication per se. What I'm getting is just that knowing and that holding. And it's like a gravitational pull. It's making things happen is what I'm getting. It's like a big magnetic force that's making things happen that may feel different in action than, you know, initiating something or making something happen. This is like pulling, attracting things. It's that love attracting everything beautiful, attracting that connection. It's gorgeous. Okay, so let's see what comes out of the tiny deck. Whoa. The Magician. How lovely. How lovely. We've gotten all major arcana so far from the tiny deck. So the Magician, you know, it's co-creating with the divine from that place of love. It's seeing this power through the connection, through the heart connection, and knowing that that love that you feel with the woman holding the heart and the love card coming out, that love is being reflected in your physical life. So beautifully. So you are seeing that this week. You are seeing that love in your life. And you may see it in little ways, like it may be, you know, exchanges with strangers, or you may see it in big ways, like someone expressing their feelings to you. You're going to see it though. That's beautiful. Okay, your message from Jesus. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. So this card is saying, don't worry. He's saying, do not worry. And why would you worry? Because you're experiencing this extreme energy of love. So you can allow that to carry you, maybe because you're Taurus and you are very practically minded, and you know, you tend to kind of think about things in a very, okay, what do I need to take care of kind of way. But Jesus is saying things will take care of themselves through this. You can allow this to carry you this week. Okay, that is gorgeous. Now, I'm going to pull your oracle message from the Myths and Mermaids deck. And see what comes out for Taurus. Thank you. This deck is so beautiful. Autumn Mermaid. This is all about transition. This is all about it's time for the shift. It's time you feel it's like the leaves are falling from the trees. You could not make the leaves stick to the trees if you wanted to. And why would you want to? Because, you know, that beautiful shift is going to bring so much, like that magnet. You know, Taurus, you're really good at allowing things to happen. You are, because, you know, it is a slower moving energy, but that does allow things to happen. Natural change is coming. Change is inevitable. That word is unpronounceable for me, evidently. You know what I meant. Can't avoid it, right? We're all exposed to the cyclical pattern of nature. At times we rejoice, at times we buckle down to prepare for harsher weather to come. It can be easy to wallow in self-pity, pining for the warmth and light of summer. But colder, darker, I'm tripping over my words, which might mean something for you, Taurus. That you are having a hard time speaking, that's okay. It doesn't have to be spoken right now because it is just happening, okay? Colder, darker days will come. It is important not only to embrace them, also to be prepared for natural change that might seem negative on the surface, but it may be a pleasure when it's truly embraced. Each season brings joys, sorrows, new activities, and duties. Preparation is key. Look ahead to what nature is bringing you and busy yourself with plans. And I want to just kind of, you know, don't worry about the plan part too much because Jesus already addressed that. Don't worry about planning, actually. But do focus on allowing the changes to happen. Just like you allow the changes with the seasons to happen. That natural rhythm. Beautiful. Thank you, Taurus. That was gorgeous. Okay, Gemini. Okay. Wow, love abounds. A new beginning, and number one, and a new beginning from that heart sight. They've been showing me when this card comes out. It's like we know about the third eye chakra, but they've been showing me like a heart eye chakra. That's different from the heart chakra. It's like a heart vision. Seeing with the heart. And with this water, you know, really allowing the flow, allowing that heart sight to move you into the flow so that you can see the love in everything, so that you can see the love in everything, recognize the love in everything. Gemini. Yeah, see the abundance, see the love in the form of abundance everywhere. So beautiful. This is what you are being shown with that heart eye, that there is abundance everywhere. Beautiful. And this is flowing in. This is physical reflection of that love. Physical reflection of that love. Just like the high priestess knows about the love. Just like that warrior knows. And whether or not they're, expressing, it's kind of irrelevant right now because what it's about is allowing the love to materialize in your life. Yeah, because you have co-created it with the divine. You have co-created. This is a 4 for that joy, stability, home. And you have co-created this. So allowing this to materialize. You have the owl for that divine knowing and wisdom. And the cougar who, wants to move forward, but he is pausing. He is pausing because he can see that egg of the co-creation and he wants to see what materializes. And he's kind of, just like the owl. They're listening, they're waiting to see what materializes in this love. And I'm getting this for all the signs so far. It is a week of watching the love, the knowing within appear in your life in ways that you could never control or make happen. And for you, Gemini, the wheel. We've gotten all major arcana so far from this. The wheel. Something fortuitous happening. Something divinely orchestrated. Coming into luck, and not really luck, but divine, but it feels like luck. I'm just looking at this image that I've never seen with this warrior. It's like a Scottish warrior, like a Celtic warrior. And it's like he's about to come into this luck, and he's like watching for it. He can feel it. And he's watching to see, again, how it materializes, Gemini. So it's like watching to see what this, and I'm sure if you're watching this that you feel this. It's like you're waiting, you're watching to see what the Wheel of Fortune brings, because it is bringing something. It is bringing something that is a very big materialization of this love, of this divine knowing that you've had within, that you have had through your journey, that you have come to in your journey, through this self-reflection, through your path. And remember, with this Wheel of Fortune, with this, event thing that's coming your way, this turn of events, that nothing is impossible and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Because through the divine, all things are possible. Through transformation, like this butterfly, through reconnection with innocence, with purity, with the pureness of your soul, on this journey, all things are possible. Beautiful, Gemini, thank you. So your oracle message from the Myths and Mermaids deck, one I have not used in these readings before, but they're so cool. Oh, the Sea Chariot. So this is a 9, and it is, you're ending something for sure, and moving into this next part. But this Chariot talks a lot about taking control. You may have, I'll just read it. Moving from being passive to being very actively in control with the divine, in that co-creation energy. Assert control. It is time for you to assert control. You've given the reins over to others in too many areas of your life, and it's time to grab them back. Take stock in all arenas of your life: profession, personal relationships, monetary considerations, home obligations. Determine where you're dissatisfied with your level of involvement and make a plan to take back control. It is perfectly acceptable and desirable to trust others to help you with some aspects of life, but it's up to you and you alone to make sure this help does not turn into dependence or codependence. You are the sole captain of your ship. You need to be at the helm where it matters the most. So this is about you coming into control within yourself, and that being reflected. So it's coming into that balance with the fish of masculine, feminine, of allowing and creating. And not just reacting, to what's happening with others, to emotions. Thank you, Gemini, that was beautiful. So Cancer, for Cancer, let's see. Thank you. Wow, Embrace, what a powerful card. So for you, this sharing of that divine knowing of the High Priestess is coming in the form of a new dawn, a very powerful new dawn. I mean, he's got this whole world with this heart in the middle with a tree coming out of it, and he's just literally embracing it, embracing the light, and embracing the new existence that this light is bringing. So this is like that High Priestess opening up, this High Priestess opening up and sharing, and that bringing you into this new, whole new world of possibilities. And this is a 3 for that divine Trinity partnership energy with God, with your higher self. Very powerful, Cancer. So let's see. The divine plan. So, and this is another 3. So very much you and the divine together. It's like you've come into this through your high priestess knowing. You've come into like your God power, your power through God. And this is the divine plan unfolding for you, and you really feeling this and seeing the divine strategy, working in harmony with that divine strategy. Beautiful. And I'm feeling you, Cancer, being very in a place of harmony with the divine, with your guidance. Really beautiful. And seeing that reflected. Yeah. See? See? I just said I feel you in this place of being in harmony with it. And that's the card all about that. It's a card all about dancing with the divine, going with the rhythm of the universe, of God, and what you're, and being able to flow with it and allow that love to flow into you and through you. In everything you touch, in every little thing you touch and do, that love is infusing everything. Because you are Cancer, being a living vessel of the divine. You are being a living expression of the divine. That's beautiful. So your tiny tarot message is the High Priestess again. So yeah, just like I was saying, through your divine priestess knowing, or high priestess knowing, you have come into your divine harmony. And I'm seeing this torch beside her in this for you. Because, she's carrying this fire. She's got this fire here. And she can do things with it. It's like up till now, she has been choosing to just be in this reflective place. You've been choosing to, I'm getting conserve your power. Kind of like, you've just been sort of waiting. But now you're ready to seize that torch and really, I'm getting like feel the heat with the divine. It's like you're ready to do some things. You're ready to set some fires in a good way. And Jesus is saying, nothing shall be impossible to you, Cancer. Like that desire you have to set it ablaze, it's good. You're gonna do it like in the best way, with that passion, with that divine harmony. Nothing shall be impossible to you. You are limitless in that. Beautiful. These are amazingly beautiful messages this week for all the signs so far. So Cancer, your oracle message, also very, very beautiful. Mermaid with floating flowers. This one is a 10, which is a 1 for new beginning. And this one's about receiving recognition, being seen. Your accomplishments will soon be acknowledged. There is no need to be shy. You have earned the acclaim and deserve to be recognized. You may feel the need to question the rewards or the motives of those who seek to recognize you for what you have done, but do not worry. The attention is genuine, the esteem is sincere. You've accomplished a great deal before that was never recognized. This explains your reluctance to accept the goodwill of your well-wishers now. But now it's time to open yourself to the praise and allow it to heal the part of you that's been neglected for so long. It's your time, Cancer. Embrace being a success, a hero, without letting it embarrass you or go to your head either. It says will, just a little bit maybe. So it's like, Cancer, it's your time. Enjoy. Enjoy the flowers. Enjoy the beauty. Enjoy being surrounded by the riches that you have come to in this growth and this journey, and in what you have had to go through to come into this divine knowing and start seeing these beautiful rewards. So beautiful week for that. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful message, Cancer. Okay. Okay, and now we're ready for Leo. Leo. These have been some gorgeous messages for this week. Seriously, gorgeous. Sacral chakra, Leo. So, magnetic energy this week. And it's like the energy of that high priestess, you know, in the knowing, in the divine connection. It's like a magnet. And this is, you know, very sexually magnetic. This is very creative, very much your masculinity or femininity, whichever you identify with. Just a very strong pull into creation, I'm getting. So this could be, you know, just you in your life. It could have to do with a connection. You will know, but definitely that sacral chakra very active this week. And what else for Leo? The sun. Number one, new beginning, renewal, and everything in the sun. Music and babies and abundance and emotional freedom and warmth and art and fun. Beauty, everything, no lack. Everything you could hope for in the sun. This is what you're being drawn toward. This magnetism, this magnetic pull is drawing you toward your place in the sun, Leo. So this card comes out with a couple of meanings, and this is a 7 for divine guidance. So I'm getting, this is a Wheel of Fortune kind of feel. So it's like things turning. Yeah, it's like things turning for you, Leo, where you might get the sense this week of something feeling familiar, something feeling like, wow, this is kind of like a year ago or a couple of years ago or maybe 10 years ago when this happened, but I did things a different way, and now you have the opportunity to do it in a way that's in alignment with your divine knowing, with your soul, with that high priestess knowing. You have another chance. With this turning around again, you have another chance. This is like a whole new, an opportunity to choose a different path from the same kind of starting point. Beautiful. So that you can have all of those experiences. You can have the path you went down and learned everything you learned, Leo, and had, you know, those lessons and those, you know, the opportunity to heal and all that. And now you have this path where you can just enjoy the sun, the beauty, the fun. And your higher self can just play and be like, yes, this is the life we wanted here. This is the life, this is the part where we get to play, is what I'm getting for you, Leo. You can put down the burden. So this is a 10 of Wands in the Tiny deck, and you can put down the burden. You can put it down now. See, that's why you're getting the sun. That's why you're getting the wheel, because for so long you've carried burdens. For so long you've had a lot of both real and, you know, perceived burdens, whether they be other people or responsibilities that no longer fit you, your energy. You know, it's just things that you had to carry uphill. But with this sun card and with everything else, I'm getting, you really are able to put that down now, with that being a 10 for the end and new beginning. Synchronicity for you. So you can put this down, this burden. You can put all of them down, and now it's time to move into the sun. Allow that creative sacral chakra energy to draw you into it, just to follow where it leads. Jesus' message for you. Yeah, let your light shine so before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So move forward into the sun. Let your light shine. It's interesting, you know, that 10 of Wands, he's carrying all of those staffs on his back, and Jesus just has this one here. So it's like put down all those other wands, and you only need the one. The one that is leading you in the light, the one that is your truth, the one that's in alignment with you. That's all you need, Leo. You can put everything else down. And then as you do that, your light is shining, and others will see this, and others will follow you. And it will, you know, whether this is someone closely connected to you or someone who just, you know, sees you and is gonna do, you know, be inspired by you. So this week is a week of putting down burdens. And you know, what the message I'm getting there is, if you're worried about perceptions, just know that, you know, if you're worried about perceptions as you put down some of these burdens, just know that you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised, because people will be more inspired by you than judging. And it was just 555 on the counter. So you are going through this shift, this change. Oh yes, you definitely are. So this is Mermaid with floating flowers, which is about transformation. Well, it's about you have transformed, and now you're being seen. You're being appreciated. Again, this is very much like the Jesus message, let your light shine before men. And this is a 10, which is a 1 for new beginning. 37. Okay, so I'll read this to you, but it is very much about you being seen in that glory, being appreciated. Your accomplishments will soon be acknowledged. There's no need to be shy. You have earned the acclaim and deserve to be recognized. You may feel the need to question the rewards or the motives of those who seek to recognize you for what you've done, but do not worry. The attention is genuine, the esteem is sincere. You have accomplished a great deal in the past that was never recognized, and this explains your reluctance to accept the goodwill of your well-wishers now. But now is the time to open yourself up to the praise and allow it to heal the part of you that has been neglected for so long. Embrace being a success, a hero, without letting it embarrass you or go to your head. Well, maybe just a little bit, it says. So Cancer, right before you also got this card. But with you, I'm getting, and it was like, with them, it was sort of like, yeah, just sort of letting yourself enjoy. With you, I'm really getting this, you're leading and you are putting down the burden so you can focus on walking that path, because you are inspiring and leading others. Others are seeing you in a really good way. And for you, Leo, I'm getting this is going to surprise you in beautiful ways. You're going to be very surprised by people's perceptions and how they receive you. Hearts and minds and perceptions are being opened divinely. So you will enjoy that this week. That's beautiful. Thank you, Leo. Okay, so this is for Virgo. Okay. For Virgo, thank you. Wow, share the love. It's a 3 for that divine Trinity, holy energy with the divine, the partnership with God. And here you see silhouettes of couples, so it could have to do with your divine partnership, inspiring you to move into this sharing of the love, this spreading of the love in your life in every way. It is you and your partner in balance coming together, and the divine creating that Holy Trinity energy through which the love can flow and be expressed out into the world and be seen in the physical, in your physical world in so many, many ways. And it's you spreading this in everything you do. Gorgeous. Thank you. So Virgo, message for Virgo. Oh, there's a lot wanting to come out for you, for Virgo. Thank you. So we got our horses that we get so often with the soul-led action. And I am getting with that share the love card. This is, you know, very much action in line with, it's doing things that are spreading that love, that divine love. I'm really getting this to be in everything you're doing. It's just in everything you're doing, this love being spread, being shared. It's movement. It's like this love is flowing through you from the divine and out in everything you do. Every step you take, like they're showing me the hoofs of the horse, every step you take. Every step you take, every move you make, they're watching you. That's what they're giving me. And they being this black horse, you know, others watching you, following you. I'm getting Virgo. Every move you make, every step you take. Yeah, you're helping others, you're lifting others up. And of course, you're receiving divine help, this being a 7 for divine guidance. You're receiving divine help, being lifted up and helped every step of the way. And in turn, you are helping others. It's like, I'm getting for you, Virgo, it's a very constant process. You receive love from the divine, you give it. You receive it, you give it. You receive it, you give it. And of course, you're receiving more than you need and more than you can give. So you have plenty. You have plenty, and you are helping and lifting up others maybe more than you realize. Maybe more than you realize. You are definitely helping them. I'm getting like more people than you realize, in more ways than you realize. Because for you, it's no big deal. You're that big polar bear. You're strong. And they are receiving a lot from you. So that's beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. Something is coming into your physical reality as a physical manifestation of that share the love. So if you, let's see, if you are the one, okay, look at these two hands holding something, okay? You are the one who's been offering the love, giving the love, right? You've been offering it out to the world, and then this hand coming in and giving you a pentacle, a big one, which is a new beginning, an ace. Giving you a big pentacle. So you're giving out the love, you're receiving. Remember how I said you're giving it, but you're receiving so much more. That's the flow. So you're gonna see that in a big way this week. Virgo, I'm excited. Let me know how that happens. I love to know, and yeah, just be able to see how that happens. Your Jesus message, ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. So ask and you shall receive. Give and you shall receive. That's what you're doing too. So do not limit yourself. You're receiving that big pentacle in the physical. So do not limit yourself, Virgo. Thank you. And the oracle message for you. Wow, trilobites. 44, joy, stability, home, abundance. So trilobites is about, and I'm going to read it, but it is about allowing the timeline to expand. So in a way, yes, it's about the P word, which is patience, which is like the one that I know we all get a little fatigued in the readings, but it is about expanding your timeline. Trilobites are ancient creatures who once roamed our oceans for millions of years. Over time, they have become but fossil memories. Just as it took millennia for them to change, so too your situation will take much longer to mature than you originally thought. Take heart, however, this time will do you good. Take this opportunity to meditate on your past and future actions. Consider your words and perhaps even rehearse your lines over and over again until you have everything just right. But more importantly, do not rush. Take your time and let each situation ripen in its own way. You may not know precisely what you're waiting for, but worry not, the time will not be wasted. Mentally expand your timeline and make good use of your wait. So release, the need for knowing about time and when and all of that. And I know that's so much easier said than done. I do know, but that is the guidance. So for Virgo, okay. I'm practicing just releasing when the guidance is like, not my favorite or whatever, or not the one I want to give or whatever. And, the patience one is always hard, but I'm practicing releasing that because oftentimes I know when I receive guidance like that, I need it always. So not often, always. So this is going to be for Libra. Thank you, Virgo. This is for Libra. Thank you. Solar plexus chakra. It's a 3, divine union, divine, I'm getting empowerment through the divine, like that high priestess coming into empowerment, coming into this. personal power through the divine. Allowing that divine wisdom, that knowing, that learning you've done, that understanding to come down into that solar plexus and give you power in your life. This is you standing up in ways that you haven't before. Libra, you're very much about, you know, everyone being happy, there being harmony, there being balance among everyone. This is about you saying, okay, I have to do what's right for me now. This is what's right for me now. And I know this is right because I'm being led. You know, my guidance is telling me. Okay, thank you. Guidance for Libra. And acting from that place. This card has come out many times, as it does when I use that deck. The horses acting from that place of divine power. And being the lead. Because for you, Libra, it's challenging to be the lead. For you, Libra, it's challenging to be in front. You probably would rather be this guy. You know, I get it. Because it's like, we want harmony. Yeah, I'm a Libra. I just said that. I always try to stay poker face about my own sign, but yeah, I just said we. So I'm a Libra. And I get it. We want like that harmony we want. But it's like your time to lead. It's your time to lead for yourself in your life, round and round. As you do this, as you lead, you're going to find yourself faced with an opportunity to do something that may feel Wheel of Fortune. It may feel like, wow, this is coming around again, and now I have the opportunity to do it a different way. I have the opportunity to do it from this place of power now. Whereas before I was doing it from a place of maybe wanting to please others, or maybe wanting to go with the flow, or, you know, just not rock the boat. But now in this new divine power, in this new solar plexus energy, when this comes around again, you are going to make your decision based on that powerful place for yourself, which is going to be new and different. Beautiful, thank you. And you're going to see an opportunity to do that this week, Libra, with that wheel. Okay, 2 little tiny tarot cards want to come out. And I have to try to pick it up off the floor. Okay, 2, wow. The 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles is you in this place of feeling sustained, feeling like you have come a long way in coming into that power, in coming into that solar plexus power, because you have been making decisions differently, and as a result, you've been seeing this power manifest as physical support, physical sustaining, sustenance. Maybe you've been feeling, you know, well, this card is saying you have been feeling more abundant, more taken care of. Like you can relax. It's like you don't feel that lack. You can kind of kick back and go, oh, things are good. And the Ace of Pentacles is saying, I'm seeing this as like a physical representation of that solar plexus power, okay? So this is like, picture that solar plexus, you know, chakra on fire, open. This is the physical manifestation of it coming into your life. It's like I'm just seeing this light, but bam, and there it is in front of you in the form of that pentacle. And whatever that ends up being for you, Libra, this week. But you're gonna see it in your physical reality. So let me know. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, I'm like, let me know what it is, because I can't wait to see and hear what it is. So from Jesus, your message is, the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things. So be comforted. You will be comforted this week. You will learn everything you need to know. You will be comforted, and you'll be given the knowledge and everything you need to know. through this divine power you've come into and through allowing this to take root in you and be shown in your world. So beautiful for Libra. And Libra is getting for your oracle guidance, sea beasties. This is an 8 for abundance connection. This is be aware of deeply buried thoughts and desires. This is things that have been buried beneath the surface. Okay. So lately you have felt some unfamiliar stirrings from thoughts and desires buried deep below the surface. These elements of self may be things you've forgotten. And they may be things you've intentionally ignored or unconsciously repressed. However, they're still there, and it is time to acknowledge their existence. These ideas and emotions, perhaps even fears, may be difficult to retrieve or recall, but do not worry. Nothing is impossible, and the more you concentrate on becoming self-aware, the better you will become at understanding these hidden pieces of your personality. So this is saying, it's talking about things that may have been suppressed in the process of that time, of coming into your power. There are parts of you that, you just kind of pushed aside, and this can have a lot to do with inner child work. When we do meditations and things, that comes up. That child has been, told, oh, this isn't important, that's not important, and that makes parts of you, kind of become hidden or repressed. So this is talking about allowing all those parts to come out, or just being aware of them as you come into this power, so that you can always be conscious of where you're acting from, since this power feeling is kind of new within you. Yeah. So thank you, Libra. That's beautiful. Now, Scorpio. Guidance for Scorpio, please. Thank you. It is challenging times. Okay, so Scorpio, you're going to see some things changing this week with a 5. And you're being shown that you will be divinely protected with the shield. And see, this warrior is gazing up at the guidance, gazing up at God, trusting that he's being protected. He doesn't have a sword. And that's what you're doing as these physical world challenges, or they could be thoughts or other people, interactions. As these happen, you're going to look to your guidance, you're going to look to what you know is true, and trust that you're being protected, trust that you're being guided. Trust that you'll know the answers, that you will not have to fight. You will not have to engage, you will not have to struggle, is what that card is saying, okay? But it does help to know ahead of time that that energy is there. This is like the only card, it's like, this is the card that keeps coming out of that deck. So moving forward, soul-led action, and it's having a different meaning for every sign, so I'm just feeling into it for you. Moving ahead despite the challenges I'm getting. Moving ahead in that soul-led action despite the challenges. So this is not allowing, see, like this black horse, which is like those challenging energies, is kind of like, let's slow down, let's don't go forward. And the white horse is like, no, we're going. So doing that, keep on moving forward toward the connection, toward the abundance with the 8, despite anything that might try to slow you down, internal or external, because you're following that guidance and you know it's right. Despite any opposition, right? Oh, you got the Divine Partnership card. So Scorpio, and this is another 5 for change. So, the challenges, it may have to do with something with your partnership. It may have to do with, having to remember that there is this love, despite whatever you might be seeing in the physical or whatever challenges might come up in the physical. It also might be for some that you're going to draw your strength in the face of those challenges from this partnership I'm getting. So for many, your strength will come from this, because that person holds the key for you to the heart, just like this one penguin holds the key to the heart of the other. So either Scorpio, you're going to experience a little bit of challenge with your divine partner, and you have to remember, you know, be guided, be divinely guided, follow your guidance despite that. Or you're going to receive support from that partner in the face of external challenge. Okay? And your tiny tarot message is the Knight of Chalices, the Knight of Cups. That fish leaping out, it's abundance. And with your soul partnership card coming up, I'm saying this is like an offering of love from that partner, or you offering that partner an expression of love, an offering of love. Yeah. And actually I said knight, it's a knave. And so the energy is young and new. And he's looking kind of in wonder at that fish, like, wow, what is even happening here? But he's still offering that cup. So it may not be like in a masterful way, but it's definitely an offering. Beautiful. And Scorpio, your message from Jesus. What things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. So just believe, be in alignment with you receiving these things and you shall have them. And again, this is pointing to, in the face of any challenges, whether they be mental or physical world challenges, believe that you will receive whatsoever you desire and you shall have them. Beautiful, thank you. So now it is time for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, 2 cards want to come out for Sagittarius, and it is feeling alone and reaching out. Feeling alone and reach out. So this week, either you or someone you're connected with, I'm getting this as you, well, it could be either, because this is definitely having to do with the connection. So there's feeling alone and there's reaching out. It could be both, actually. So the guidance is saying either, you know, there's the feeling alone, so the guidance is reach out. Or it could be saying the feeling alone will spur the reaching out. So it could be like, you know, okay, do this, or it could be like, this is happening, like, you know, it's already happening. So just know that the one is leading to the other, or the solution to the one is found in the other. But this person in the reaching out still looks kind of reluctant, you know, and is being lifted up by these divine hands. So it's like allowing the help, still feeling like not sure, but allowing the help to come in. Sagittarius. So it might be a reluctance to receive help, and your guidance is like, the help is there, receive it. And it's okay to be unsure. It's okay to be in that place. Yeah, you're definitely, Sagittarius, going through a time, or connected to someone who's going through a time of this transformation. This is a 5 for change. I think one of these was a 5 too. Yep, feeling alone was a 5. So this is changing energy. As this person moves through the door to spirit, this is a transformation. And either you or the other one is leading as this dove. So you or the other one is leading them through a transformation spiritually, or, you know, they're following you through, because you've gone through it, now they're going through it. Yeah. And that is, you know, a process of feeling alone at times, because any transformation is uncomfortable at times. But it is leading to this reaching out, this receiving of help. That's really good. Oh, look. The Loyal Heart card, and it's an 8 for abundance. And I was noticing that 3 with the 5 was another 8 together. So this is connection and abundance. So even though there might be that feeling alone on one end of the connection, this is the reality within. These owls signify that divine knowing. So I'm going back to that High Priestess and that refusal to see. It's like the energy's there, the connection is there, the knowing is there, the divine knowing is there. Even if the communication is not, even if the physical evidence of it is not. But with that reach out card, you know, that could be changing this week. Sagittarius. That could be changing this week. And your little tiny tarot message, it's changing this week. You're definitely seeing something coming into your physical this week that is like a beautiful gift. A beautiful physical gift, Sagittarius. This is something you can see, feel, you know, it's real, it's tangible. And this is coming in this week. So let me know what it is. A few signs have gotten the Ace of Pentacles and I'm like, what is it? Tell me what it is. I get really excited about that. Okay, so then your Jesus message, Sagittarius, is, whoa, I just dropped half the deck. Okay, Sagittarius, so that's a lot of energy for you with all these cards falling out. Okay, so the message, woo, yeah, a lot of energy for you. They haven't done that for anybody else. That is a you thing. He that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So you believing is empowering you. Your belief is empowering you. And it's enabling you to do amazing things in your physical life with this Ace of Pentacles. It's enabling you to see amazing things in your physical life because you're in the belief that it can happen, because you're in alignment that it can happen. It's happening. Okay, so for Sagittarius, the oracle message from the Myths and Mermaids deck, Tiger Lily, Tiger Nautilus, number 4. 4 is abundance, joy, stability, connection, joy and stability, yes. Okay, this one specifically is about embracing your femininity. The feminine power is a radiance that shines from women and girls. And I want to clarify, of course, that this is not gender specific, because in this divine path, both masculine and feminine are going through a balancing. So even if you're a man, you're coming into your femininity. I know that sounds funny, but it's like, but if you're watching this, it doesn't. but if you're not watching this, it does. So let me explain. That in this process, the masculine is coming into his feminine side. The masculine is coming into his receptivity, his vulnerability, his love, his heart opening. So this card is for you too. If you're masculine, this is talking maybe even more for you. I'm getting, because it's like the feminine, the divine feminine is coming more into her masculine side. So this card, counterintuitively and interestingly and, you know, enough, is actually for the masculine in your connection. So anyway, full of tenderness, love, beauty, and grace, the feminine power is soft yet strong. Now is the time to welcome this power. It is your right, inside and out. Look for opportunities to get closer to a woman in your life, be it mother, sister, lover, or wife, or that internal feminine. And try looking through her eyes to help you get in touch with your feminine side and allow her spirit and compassion to influence your decisions. Yeah. So Sagittarius, for you, this is definitely talking about that shifting into the feminine by the masculine. So whether it's someone you're connected to or you, this is happening. Beautiful. Okay, thank you. And now Capricorn. Okay. All right. just really love seeing the commonalities and the differences between the signs every week. And you are the only one who got this card, Capricorn. Coming together, partnership, number 2. Coming together beautifully and harmoniously. This is specifically a partnership. So if you're already with this person, it's coming together on a deeper level. And coming together, and if you're not, it's coming together in the heart at the very least, but also integrating that into your physical life. And they're holding this beautiful glowing heart energy between them. And the masculine is kind of behind, you know, the feminine. The feminine is really, really holding this in her hands, and he's kind of supporting her in it. So he's moving into it. Moving into it. Capricorn, that is such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card. And this one, so through this coming together and that energy of love, there's expansion together into a new world, into a new existence. And you're taking that love and you are, it's transformative through you. And you're being moved into an expanded way of being through that. So this is going to shift a lot of things in your life, probably everything in your life, and you will see a lot of this week. Just know that, so with this coming together in heart energy and this expansion, if there's any mental resistance or if there's any physical world obstacles, seeming obstacles, limitations, or resistance in any way to this, just know that that's normal, natural, and you're going to be divinely moved into this new existence. So it's the time to release into that knowing that you have come together in that energy and that is divine. So you don't have to make these things happen. You don't have to figure out how to get to that new world. You're being brought there. And I say that just in time to see this card come out, which is about releasing those emotional worries and concerns, because she's, you know, like, oh, will I ever break out of the cycle? Well, it's a 10 to 1 to new beginning. So yes, you will break out of that cycle of whatever it is that seems to, like I said, mental, you know, right before this came out, I'm talking about the mental resistance. I'm talking about the things that feel like they're going to keep you from that new world. It's just, it's an ending mental energy. You know, it's just something that's had to heal. So it's an illusion. It's not real. She is upset about things that are replays of old pain. They're not currently happening to her. So this card is saying, let that end. Do not let that hold you back from this expansion in this new love energy. Don't let that old pain hold you back from this new love union is what I'm getting. And do not let it hold you back from that expansion, okay? Capricorn? All right. So take the limits off, take the mental limits off, and put the burdens down. The Tiny Tarot is saying, put the burdens down. It's the 10 of Wands. You do not need to carry this burden anymore. Okay, so just like I said before, you do not need to figure out how to get to the new expansion. You do not need to carry the burden up the hill anymore is the message. You can allow this to happen divinely. You can allow yourself to be supported divinely. Not only you can, but you are being guided to. Because you've been feeling burdened, and that's definitely a mental thing that can hold you back from moving into this new existence. So just remember, you're being expanded into this through the love. So allow that to transform and heal. I know it's difficult. I know it's easier said than done. This is showing you, though, moving through this pain this week, okay? You're moving through it. And the message from Jesus is, knock and it shall be open to you. So, you know, knock on that door. Don't let that past pain keep you from knocking. Don't go, oh no, you know, the last time I tried to go through a door, it was something bad, so I'm not going to do it. No, you can see the light there. You know it's good. You've been guided to this place. You know it's good. It's a green door, this heart energy, like that first card. It's, you know that this, your heart is telling you this is right, so knock. Knock and it shall be open to you. Don't just look at the door and say, well, it's closed. I guess I can't get in. No. Knock on the door and it shall be open to you. Okay, so the oracle message for Capricorn. Water elementals, interesting. So this is another 10 for an ending and a beginning. Lots of endings and beginnings for you. Ah, this is all will become balanced. Lately, you've had your shares of up and downs. Yes, yes. There have been many instances of confusion and times when you felt pulled in several directions at once. External stressors have been wreaking havoc. Everything from unpredictable weather to unstable relationships to that mental, anguish can have a big impact on our emotional outlook. Fear not, my friend, for it won't be long before your life and body regain their natural sense of harmony and balance. You may need to reevaluate the aspects of your life that are giving you the most trouble and try setting some appropriate boundaries. If someone's taking too much of your time and energy, it's all right to limit their presence and influence. It's actually what you have to do, what you're being guided to do. Look to the near future and breathe a deep sigh of relief. Once again, you will feel calm, clear-headed, and motivated to live life to the fullest. So yes, that cycle of difficulty definitely ending for you, Capricorn, and you're being moved into this. Remember that first card, coming together, the love. You can put down the burdens. It's time this week to move into this new expansion, okay? Thank you. And now, Aquarius. Aquarius, you always have a wonderful energy. And you start off with this 2. Spread your wings, and it is a 2, which can mean balance. Being balanced, and this helping you to balance on this path, which is narrow. This divine path is narrow. And it does take focusing on that light, taking one step at a time, asking for your guides to show you the next step. Not trying to focus on, I'm going to get to the end, but focusing on the next step, and then the next step after that, and the next step after that, and the next step after that. And this week, that's very important, that focus on those steps, one at a time, each step one at a time. Oh, deck's upside down. That's not the way I want to pull it. Okay. So that might be a synchronicity for you to, if something's not feeling right, try to turn it around, turn your perspective around. Yeah, Angel of Strength. Because you are being given the strength, this being a 5 for change. You are being given the strength you need to make these changes that you're making. Everything that has to happen now in your life, everything that you know needs to happen within you and be reflected in your external, you're being given the strength divinely to do these things. You can do all things through God who's strengthening you. All things. Okay, Aquarius? Okay, so these worries, these things that you are healing, this is a 10, so this is ending, this worried energy, this painful energy. This is old pain. It's like those old, seemingly never-ending, painful things. But this is coming to an end right now, this week, and you are moving forward out of this, through this strength, through this divine strength you're being given to do that. So allow that movement to happen. Draw on that strength. Ask your guides. Ask, God, however you pray, ask for that strength. Yes, you are in a place of transition. This is the 2 of Pentacles. So you've been juggling. You've been feeling like you're moving from one existence to the next always. Like, okay, I got one foot in this world, one foot in this world, and one foot in my future, one foot in my past. And now this week you're making a decision that will shift you. So you're gonna make a decision where you're no longer juggling, because you're getting tired. You're getting tired, and you need to be able to focus on just the one. You need to be able to focus on just the one. And right when I said that, it was 44 on the counter. And 4 is joy and stability. So you are being moved into that singular focus on that light, that joy and stability, Aquarius, okay? So just keep moving forward. You know, I don't want to say you're going through hell, but they did give me that phrase. You know, if you're going through hell, keep going, because you don't want to stay there. Keep going. So hopefully it's not that bad, but they are giving me that of like, just keep going. It's changing, okay? Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. You're being moved into joy, but you do need to align with it, and you do need to make that decision. Put down that other pinnacle that you don't need, that you don't any longer want. Ask and you shall receive. And when you do that, when you put down that pinnacle you don't need or want anymore, you're going to receive so much more. Because your hand will be free. You won't be, you know, having your hands full with that juggling anymore. Okay, Aquarius? So your oracle guidance is Mother, Mermaid, Mother, and Child. This is a 33. So that Divine Holy Trinity. This one is about following guidance, and it makes sense because it's about following guidance that can be difficult to hear or not what you want to hear, which is kind of like this reading where, you know, and I know many readings I received are like that, where it's like, this is not the reading I want to hear, but it is always the reading I need to hear. It's not the guidance I want, but it is always the guidance I need. And that's what they're saying for you now. To heed the advice, be attentive to advice. A maternal figure from an older generation may have wisdom to offer. So this may have to do with like a motherly energy in some way. Be humble. Now is the time to listen and absorb. You may not hear what you want to hear, but rest assured you will hear what you need to hear. Yes. And of course we all love to hear that, right? So listen with an open mind and with assurance that years of experience lie behind the words of wisdom you'll receive. Or, you know, the wisdom from your guides, which is like, you know, timeless experience and wisdom and knowledge. Be receptive to many venues. The advice may come in the form of a personal visit, an unexpected call, or any number of forms of communication. While you should be responsive, do not actively pursue the advice. It must come unbidden. So this is saying be open to the guidance, but it's not like, okay, let me go out and seek this guidance, let me find this guidance. No, it's going to come to you. Just be open to it. And it will be what you need. And maybe it's just this reading, or maybe, you know, or maybe it's something this leads you to, but you will receive what you need, Aquarius. And this is going to be a week of shifting. So let me know and keep me updated, please. And I'm sending you lots of love and support through this week, but it is shifting, it is changing. So thank you. Pisces, let's see. Okay. For Pisces, solar plexus chakra, Libra got this too. It is a 3 for that power from the Divine Holy Trinity, the union of you with the Divine, with your higher self, and coming into power from that. And Pisces, this feels new for you. It's a new kind of power. It's a power surge I'm getting. It's like you've been feeling low on power. You've been feeling low on will and energy and focus. And this is like this week a surge. It's like a voltage increase for you. So you will feel this renewed energy, this renewed ability this week through this connection, through this solar plexus chakra opening and increase. This is really good. Okay, so for Pisces, the divine plan, was that a 3? That was a 3. This is a 3. 2 3s for you. A lot of divine energy and you in harmony with God. And you seeing this, and this is also yellow like that solar plexus chakra, so very much you feeling empowered by your divine connection. This is you, if we go back to that High Priestess card, you being empowered by your divine connection, divine knowing. Really coming into power through that. And this, you know, showing itself in your life. Yeah. Okay. So as this happens, as you are making the shift, feeling this power, The divine plan is unfolding, it's causing changes. This is a 5 for change, and it may have you feeling this kind of stranded, orphaned energy of being cut off from others. This could be because you're making decisions that are right for you, kind of leaving the herd. I'm getting, it's like you're departing from the herd, so this might make you feel this way this week. But just remember that is just a mental illusion of energy, because you're in connection with the divine, so you can never be orphaned or alone when you're in that connection, okay? But it can feel that way, but it's an illusion. Try to remember that. Your tiny tarot message is the begin, or I said the begin. Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay, so let me look at that. So the card is the Magician, and it is a 1. But before that even flew through my mind, I just pulled the card and said, it's the beginning. And I don't even know where that word came from, except that it was just flowed through for you. It's the beginning. So this is the Magician, and the Magician is about manifesting with the divine, co-creating with the divine. And it is the beginning for you. Just let me glance back at this other card. And yeah, the solar plexus chakra, the divine plan, and feeling orphaned. Okay, so there's a power that's coming with you in leaving the herd, in leaving something. And this week, this power, it's really going to be making itself seen in some co-creations, some things that you feel materializing in your life. And it's the beginning. They're drawing my attention to this tortoise down at the bottom, which is, you know, it may be slow or have been slow to materialize, but it is definitely there and coming into your reality. That's really cool, Pisces. So keep going in this powerful energy you have. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Yeah, have peace knowing that even though you may feel orphaned, isolated, alone, or, you know, just misunderstood, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Have peace knowing. Your peace this week is going to be in knowing your divine connection, that you are divinely connected. That's your peace this week, and knowing that you are in this beginning, this divinely orchestrated beginning as the Magician. Beautiful. Okay, so Pisces also. A 7 for divine guidance, mermaid picking lotus blossoms. Look how beautiful. Okay. A lovely golden-haired mermaid sits upright in a pond covered with lily pads. She thoughtfully seeks out and selects a lotus blossom. She's on a quest of faith. You're surrounded by options, mental, material, emotional, and spiritual. Now is the time to focus your energies and select a path to search for spiritual perfection. And of course, perfection not meaning being perfect, but seeking spiritual connections, seeking spiritual, and I said speaking, so also speaking your spiritual truth. Taking your time and finding the direction that's appropriate for you in alignment with your soul. Experiment with a new method of communing with your higher power through yoga, meditation, or any kind of study or opening or anything that works for you. Communing with nature. Find a group that you resonate with, and you don't have to find that. As you do this, it will find you. It's time to move forward with an open mind and curious heart. Attend a service with a family member or friend for a different faith. And this is just talking about being open, seeking. You never know where your new path may lead you. So this is just being open to where this path is leading you. Again, this is the beginning. Okay, I'm leaving those I've been connected to before, or I'm leaving something I've been connected to before, and I'm going out on my own in this seeking of this spiritual connection and this spiritual, I'm getting identity, meaning your true identity, And remember the thing about the lotus blossom, that, it has to emerge from the mud to come into its beauty. It grows out of the mud. So that's that, that orphaned energy, and you knowing that that's what it has taken to rise into this beautiful state that you are coming into. So that is a lovely message to end on. Thank you, Pisces. And thank you, everyone. I hope you'll please let me know how your message resonates, and have a wonderful week, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you.